Hey everybody, I wanted to make one more video, kind of about my life a little bit since I found recovery, and I just want to maybe send a little bit of hope out there, because recovery can be a beautiful thing. It also can be very difficult. And it took me many tries to get to a place of recovery where I'm like fulfilled and satisfied. I had quit drinking probably dozens of times for, I'd get 30 days, 90 days, 120 days, tons of times, more than I can count over the past probably 12 years. And my story with drinking is, I joined the military when I was 18, the Army, and my dad, who I was really close to, he passed away 3 weeks before graduation of I was in Fort Benning at what's called OSUT. It's one station unit training, so it's like you have your basic training and your AIT is all wrapped up into one. That's typically what they do, like, for the infantry. And so my dad passed away towards the end of that, and I had drank before that, but not really a lot. And so anyway, once all that was finished, I think I stayed too busy, and I didn't really deal with like any emotion of it at all. And I started burying it with alcohol. So for years I drank, and I didn't see a problem with it, grown-ups drink. That's what I thought, I got a DUI when I was 21. It was like 2 weeks after my birthday. I was leaving the bar, and I crashed my Cadillac. Fortunately, nobody was injured. I didn't hit another vehicle or anything. There was just a curve that came up sooner than I thought, and I didn't quite make it. Anyway, so I got a DUI. I never drank and drove again after that. Not once. And I didn't get fully sober until I was 39 years old. So I still had years and years of drinking and partying and carrying on. Without drinking and driving before I finally quit. But what I wanted to get at is, it's kind of an offshoot, but the point of my video today is that when you first get into recovery, there's like a whole bunch of mixed feelings that go through your mind, and I don't know, I think I had a lot of fear, like, how am I ever gonna have fun again? I felt like I couldn't connect with people anymore when I first got sober. And they tell you all these things, that it's people, places, and things, and you gotta get away from this, and triggers. And I thought, oh, triggers, it's all a bunch of bullshit. What a bunch of babies. That was my opinion. And I was like, I don't need these freaking 12 steps. This is stupid. And I would stay sober for a while, but I wasn't like connected to anything, and I felt like there was a bit of loneliness, because I think I was lonely beforehand, but my alcohol use was like filling that void, I guess. But I think what's important is, you know, I'm so stubborn. And finally, you know, after, what do you call it, a relapse, whatever, I just would go back to using. I'd get bored. And it was what I did to cope with whatever I was dealing with at any given time. It could be a celebration, or it could be because something horrible happened. It's just what I did. But I was never comfortable in sobriety, I guess. And it took till about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, not even a year and a half ago, to where I was finally comfortable with it. And probably a year ago, yeah. But I'm comfortable with it now. But it's not easy. I started out doing 12 steps, and just because I was at that point, I was willing to do whatever it took. I got rid of all the, like, I guess, so-called friends that I guess really weren't friends. You know, misery loves company. And I had to get rid of the people around me that were super toxic. And I developed new relationships, even though I'm so stubborn and I thought there's no way I'm going to develop new relationships. I did. And in fact, I met the woman of my dreams, and we are happy and thriving. And, you know, that's a big deal to me. And I'm super grateful for that. And so, I guess I just wanted to say that there is hope out there, and it's not, quitting doing what you're doing isn't the end of the world at all. It can be a beautiful thing, but it's not for the faint of heart, because it's freaking hard sometimes, and it's not something you can half-ass, I guess. Because half-assing it is how I did it for a long time, and it was very difficult. But it is possible. So I'm going to be working on a website for the Human 616 Project, and I'll have shirts and all kinds of other stuff. But yeah, everybody take care out there, and you know, it is doable. It's definitely doable. Take care.